First of all, let me thank everyone for the invitation and of course extend my greetings to Ministro Bermúdez, Embajador Igarza. Let me just say I want to reiterate what both the minister and the ambassador have said, of course, and I think we should look at ALBA TCP as a real breakthrough in what our continent, was thought about in relation to integration. There's a real change of a paradigm when ALBA comes into effect by the of course the ideas of Comandantes Chavez and Fidel. Here with ALBA, we really depart the idea that the only type of integration that is useful for our region is a commercial integration, is that in the integration of the free trade agreements of the time. ALBA really breaks with that model and says, look, we can really strengthen our union as a region based on other principles, like Minister Bermudez mentioned, complementarity amongst our countries, solidarity, justice as being one guiding principles, cooperation. This is very important. See, we can give numbers and figures, and that is, of course, is fundamental and important because it helps us show how the impact in our policies have been important for us. But honestly, there is no comparison of the benefit of something like getting rid of illiteracy, the impact that has on the population, the impact that has on everyday lives is much more than a number. It's much more than saying one person overcame literacy. It's a whole transformation of a person's life. In the same way that many people through the Barrio Adentro model here in Venezuela, a product of the cooperation under ALBA between Cuba and Venezuela, for the first time had access to a doctor. It had access, many people in our low-income communities that had been traditionally excluded, for the first time were able to be taken care of by doctors. This is amazing. I can't stress enough how important this is in a transformation of people's lives. ALBA is part of a unity program, not just integration, but unity, where countries put their resources together for the benefit and the common benefit of all, and that the result is a more dignified living for their peoples. And this, again, is not to be understood, and this is important that we share this with our friends in the United States. It's never been unity against anyone, against any other country, but rather it's a unity in which we seek to establish stronger relationships between countries that are on equal terms, that respect each other, that respect international law, and that see the role as something, the role as not a dominance between countries, but rather cooperation so that we all can achieve a better life. The trade agreements, the model of free trade that was at one point promoted by the FTAA in the United States, that those models of neoliberalism were basically models that repeated dependence and exploitation of our countries. ALBA is a different principle. ALBA is cooperation. ALBA is mutual gains. And ALBA is really a hope for the rest of Latin America. I think it has served many times as a political unit that has pushed forward processes of inclusion and of social transformation, and that has served as an example for all of our region. So it really has no comparison with the neoliberal type of integration but rather it's something new that we think is important in a world of today where we think that there are so many threats and so many challenges that we all face together.